Boston on the coverage, breaking up the pass downfield.
And the Prairie Fire will bring out the punt unit.
Pass was intended for number 83, Nico Powell.
This Prairie Fire offense is getting some great looks, but they're just unable to convert.
Muff the snap on the punt. The punter takes off and slides and trips or falls at the 20-yard line. That's very unfortunate for Knox.
He was able to get some good space where he could have possibly laid a punt down, but he was trying to get some yards on a scramble, but unfortunate for them. The Ripon Redhawks will get a first down in just short of the territory here.
Second time in a row, the Ripon College offense has started from Knox's 20-yard line.
So last drive, all they were able to pick up was a field goal, but
Knox College really hunkered down the last drive. Let's see what they do here.
Jared Zibbert drops back in shotgun formation. Gets the snap. Fakes the handoff to Connor Ramage.
Keeper to the right side, gains about nothing.
Looks like there'll be nothing on that play. It brings up a 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Had the right idea, but Knox was all over it.
This Prairie Fire defense is starting to pick things up here, though. I mean, this Ripon offense is kind of a hard offense to take advantage of and understand, but it looks like they've made some adjustments on the sideline, and you're going to see what they make up at halftime and what they come back out with.
Yeah, Ripon College has a lot of weapons offensively. You have Connor Ramage and Cormac Madigan in the backfield, who both are fantastic runners, not to mention,
as well as a solid group of receivers.
Just the pass is complete to the right side. Number 13 caught it, Parker Campana.
That will be a pickup of 2 yards on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd and 8, it looks like.
And how many weapons Ripon College has? I mean, there's just a lot of athletes on that field.
I agree. Let's see if they can pick up another first down here, but this defense on the Prairie Fire side is looking very hot right now.
The defense of the Prairie Fire also being very physical today. A couple big hits in the end zone, breaking up passes.
Jared Zibbert chops back.
Connor Ramage picked up the blitz there, gave Zibbert a chance, and it was incomplete.
Unable to find Parker Campana in the end zone. He was scrambling out to the right, but he was unable to get a good position to put one deep.
Brings up a 4th and 8 for the Ripon College offense.
Looks like they will bring out the field goal unit.
A little bit longer than last time.
This type of stuff is a huge confidence booster for a kicker like this. If he can put one through, I mean, we have a great kicking unit here at Ripon, but if he's able to find one and put one in, this will be huge for this team.
It's about a 35-yarder here. Kick is up, and it's good.
Puts it through the uprights. Eric Flores having a great day, making it 26-0 for this Ripon Redhawks team. Just over 4 minutes left in this first half.
And credit to the Knox Prairie Fire defense there again, making a stop when they need to in the red zone when the starting field position for the Redhawks was on Knox's 20. So back-to-back drives, Ripon just comes out with 2 field goals. But, I mean, credit to the Prairie Fire defense. They're really bunkering down.
Yeah, they're definitely figuring this offense out. The Redhawks can't get too happy about this lead because this game can turn around real quick the way this defense of Knox College is looking.
There's just 2 mishaps by Knox College that put Ripon in a great field position, and they just were not able to convert with a big number of points there. But something's better than nothing.
That's right, as Eric Flores looks to lead his special team unit to kick the ball off. 2 returns back for the Prairie Fire. 23, Hunter Anderson, and number 7, Kendall Ballman. both returners were able to pick up some decent yards earlier in the first quarter. Just like the opening kickoff, were able to return the ball almost to the 50-yard line.
Knox has definitely been able to do something with his kick return unit, but we'll see.
Kick is up.
There it goes today.
Towards Kendall Ballman. He will.
Actually, that was not Kendall Ballman. That was
Owen Beaver.
Might have been Owen Beaver back there. It looks like it was.
Switching things up in his kick return unit. Anyways, that will bring up a 1st and 10 for the Prairie Fire at about the 23-yard line, looks like.
Let's see if they can get cooking up here. It's been a struggle for them today. Just big mistakes deep in their own territory and really giving Ripon College chances today.
Kale Williams under center.
Handoff of the middle, stuffed by the Ripon College defense. Maybe a gain of 2.
This defensive line is something.
They are not letting anything past that line of scrimmage.
I like to see this offense, though, from Knox get more into this passing game, because, I mean, they've had some fantastic looks downfield, but they just can't convert. But Kale Williams definitely has an arm that he can put one down there.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, there's been a couple overthrows, a couple maybe a drop or two by a hit, but this Knox College Prairie Fire team is right in this game.
Although the score may not say it, but this Knox team can get right back in this game in no time.
23, Hunter Anderson with the carry. Looks like he picked up about 5 there, bringing up a 3rd and 4.
What do you say about these threads they got on today? They got Ripon on red, and then they got Knox College with white on yellow. It's a pretty good combination we got out there.
Purple stripe on the pants. 3rd and 4 for Knox College. We'd see they come out formation-wise. White on each side. Pretty stacked box again.
Kale Williams back under center.
Motion to the left. It looks like it's going to be a keeper here. Looking deep. That is caught by 17. And he's going to be tripped up just short.
Plays like that, like I mentioned earlier, those are the type of plays this team needs to get right back in this game. Looks like they huge conversion right there.
Ball appears to be near the 5 or the 6-yard line. Big play for Knox. Like we've been saying, they've been in it. It's just one play away.
If they can get one in the end zone here, that will be a huge energy booster going into the second half. With just over 2 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Kale Williams will be back under center.
And right up the middle by Hunter Anderson again.
This ref will put them down just short of the goal line.
Started at the 6, went down to the 1, little 5-yard carry in the red zone.
We'll bring up a 2nd and 1.
Great chance for Knox here to really break that 0 on the scoreboard.
As a Knox fan, you'd love to see them put one in here just before the half comes to an end.
We felt a little bit of a momentum shift when Ripon was getting stuffed in the red zone down there, but now Knox is really capitalizing on the momentum, really riding the wave here. The biggest play of the game. The QB sneak up the middle is a touchdown for Knox.
Kale Williams with a QB sneak up the middle for a touchdown will give something on the scoreboard. 26-6 for the PAT.
That's just what the spark they needed. That big play really aided this drive.
But now, Brett, back to what you were saying about the energy change. You can see this Knox team is figuring them out, and they had what it takes to get back in this game and make it a game.
And like I said earlier, good teams really do make adjustments. As Knox calls a timeout here. Good teams always make adjustments. That's just the nature of the game. And it looks like Knox is really making a defensive adjustment, also an offensive adjustment.
As Knox calls a timeout, we'll get things cleaned up. As they will try to get the PAT to make this a 26-7 ball game, just short. as of the end of the first half. What do you think they call a timeout for? I mean, all they're needing is a PAT here, but
it looks like they might have had 10 men on the field. That's definitely a possibility. Or, I mean, obviously there's always a possibility of running a fake because Ripon did miss the field goal, or the PAT earlier in the game. So I think Knox might have something up their sleeve here.
Would not be surprised. And it does look like they will keep the offensive unit out to go for 2.
It's a little bit of a change there. Let's see what Knox cooks up.
They will call another.
I believe this is Ripon's timeout, yes.
The Redhawks will call a timeout. They will have 1 timeout remaining. Knox has burned all of their timeouts.
Yeah, the rain is starting to come down again, as you can see there. This is more of a mist, not too heavy yet, but still not pleasant for the players or the fans.
There you can see the rain's coming down. Football is not the easiest sport to play when the rain's coming down.
Man, they in the rain with it.
Get pretty slippery.
It's no game.
Not even the ball, too. Even the people. I mean, going to make a tackle in the rain is so much different than going to make a tackle in the dry heat. So, obviously, teams are going to have to adjust here. We'll see what they do. And it just makes the game so much more unpredictable. Knox will keep the offense on the field. Looks like they're going to be going for 2. See what they have here. Looks like there's going to be it's a pitch back, and they lost the pitch. Still on the ground and recovered.
That was a fancy play they had in store, but we're not able to convert the 2-point conversion. 1 minute and 19 seconds remain in the first half. Ripon Redhawks lead the Knox Prairie Fire 26-6.
And you wonder if that was caused of the suddenly wet again conditions out there. I mean, it was just a pitch backwards that the quarterback lost or the running back lost, or
yeah.
This game is as unpredictable as it gets when the rain comes down.
Sure, the Prairie Fire wish they could have that one back, but they've got things handled here, so it looks like hopefully they can put some more points on the scoreboard.
So like you said, Matt, 26-6 Ripon with a 1:19 left in the half.
That's a good number, 26 points and a half.
That is not a bad number at all to have.
Yeah.
But recently, though, they've been slowed down and been bailed out by a couple drives to start with. Really good field position.
They sure could have a lot more points in that scoreboard, but this defense from Knox is picking things up here, so I'm eager to see how this game plays out in the second half.
So this is the first kickoff for Knox.
Number 87, Preston Lade, the 5'10" kicker from Kankakee, Illinois. Is a senior, so he's looking to capitalize on his last year.
Tegan Botham back deep for the Ripon, number 4. So we'll see what goes on as the kick goes underway here. So the field on a 1 hop.
We'll pick it up.
They got a little space.
Steam here.
Running with some head of steam there, about the 30-yard line.
Parker Campana with the return for a good pickup. Hopefully the Redhawks can. I'd love to see the Redhawks get a good put up a good drive here. A little 2-minute offense here.
Yeah, with some short time left, I mean, maybe you can get some points on the board. That would definitely be a little momentum keeper.
They do only have 1 timeout remaining, but this pass game can get very scary in no time.
And with the rain outside, you never know. It's very interesting last minute of this half.
Jarrett Zibbert drops back.
Looking somewhat deep here. Complete to Parker Campana around the 45, and he is met by multiple Knox Prairie Fire defenders. Big gain there. Clock's running, about a minute left here.
I think they're waiting to use their timeout until they get into their own, to Knox's territory.
I would agree.
Drops back. Jarrett Zibbert does have a man downfield and is unable to reach.
Just over Tegan Botham's hands. Incomplete pass.
That would have been huge if they were able to convert on that one.
There's a flag down in the field, in the backfield, which makes you wonder, is it against Ripon or Knox?
You would hate to see this go down on the Red Hawks.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. There's the third personal foul on Knox this game.
This Knox team is making some mistakes. I mean, some costly mistakes. I mean, you can't make a play like that with time like this remaining in a half. But
like we said before, Knox's defense is very physical, but this situation a little too physical as it sets up Ripon at Knox's 39-yard line with 50 seconds left in the half.
Jared Zibbert drops back to
dish to Cormac Madigan, who makes the catch. He makes a cut, and he's got some space on the right side as he goes out of bounds near the 22.
And that will put them in field goal territory for Eric Flores.
21, actually. Give him an extra yard there. Stops the clock with 41 seconds left in the half. Ripon really gifted by that Knox personal foul in this drive.
I'm sure Eric Flores will start warming up here on the sideline, just in case the field goal is needed, but I'm sure this offense will.
Cormac with a mean stiff arm in the backfield as he makes a man or two miss and gets to about the 10-yard line, picking up a first down for Ripon.
This Cormac, I mean, he just bounces off of people.
Which, of course, does stop the clock until the chains get set. Got a spike.
First down. And that pass incomplete. Now second down and goal from the 10.
Second and goal from the 10 here. We have a stop clock with 28 seconds left in the half. Ripon has a really good opportunity here to make something happen. They're moving the ball a little better on this drive than the last couple previous drives. Hand off to Cormac on the right side. He gets to about the 2-yard line before being stopped.
Let's see if this Knox defense can come up clutch.
He did get out of bounds, which stops the clock at 21 seconds. Great run from Cormac, really to get everything he could there.
21 seconds remaining here in this first half. First and goal.
See what Ripon comes up
goal.
here. We got twins formation for the Red Hawks. These two receivers out to each side. Cormac Madigan in the backfield. Motion to left. Incomplete pass intended for Parker Campana on the right side.
That was a good play they had. He had that ball. What a good pass by Jared Zimmer. He had that right in the hands. Just wasn't able to convert and catch the ball on that one right out of the fingertips.
Ripon calls timeout here, and that was a very good play. I mean, he had the motion to the left, really took the attention off of Parker on the right side. So
17 seconds, fourth and goal. What do you think here, Brett? Do we bring the unit out, or do we try to punch one in here and send us in a good note to end the half?
That's the million-dollar question. I mean, you're on your home field. You want some more points up. You're up 20 points almost at halftime.
I say you put it in the end zone.
I like the way you think.
Yeah.
Got the rally band playing here, all the motivation of the fans behind you. But we'll see what they decide. The offense is on the field. They're going to go.
Fourth and goal on the 3-yard line.
Have the tight end formation this time around to the left. Single receiver out right. You got two to the left. Now tight end shifts to the right.
Jared Zibbert in shotgun formation. Cormac to the left of him. Gets the snap.
Hand off up the middle to Cormac, who keeps fighting for it and gets in. Touchdown, Ripon College.
What a good way to end the half. That defense, they had him wrapped up.
He was met at about the line of scrimmage at the 3-yard line. His power brought him in the end zone as we have a player or two down for Knox here, which really was ugly. There was an ugly little pile there. Let's see if these two are okay.
big shout out to these Knox and Prairie Fire fans for coming out. Not the easiest drive up here, but enjoy them for coming out to enjoy a beautiful night here at Ingalls Field.
Looks like number 4 was down. That's TJ Nels. Ripon going to attempt a PAT here with 11 seconds left in the half. Kick is up, and it's good.
Day here at Ingalls Field.
That brings the score to 33-6. Ripon College is up on their home field. Again, 11 seconds left, so we will kick off here. One adjustment that Ripon College offense made, they were gifted a second chance to the drive by the Knox Prairie Fire defense, but they really did capitalize on the opportunity they had there. Rain looks to be coming down a little bit harder now, but we are just about to head into halftime.
This Ripon team is still having a very dominant game on the rushing side of things. 158 rushing yards in one half. It is a combination of Cormac Madigan, Connor Ramage, as well as Jared Zimmer.
They seem to have some out routes or some outward-looking routes going well for them tonight. A couple touchdowns on those.
Difference in first downs, 16 first downs for the Ripon Redhawks compared to 2 first downs only for the Knox Prairie Fire.
Ripon looks to kick off here. Eric Flores, again, kicking the ball. Back deep for Knox is Hunter Anderson, and I believe it is Owen Beaver still back there for them.
This rain does seem to be picking up heavier and heavier as we go on.
Owen Beaver fields the kick, and he has some space here. Looks like he's going down the right side. Eric Flores, the kicker, delivers a hit out of bounds.
2 seconds. I believe they're out of field goal range. Looks like they're going to pull it up in the end zone.
Yeah, let's see what Knox has here. See if they can throw a little.
Kara Williams has in store.
Little magic downfield. Looks like they're going to spot the ball around the 43.
You think this is a Hail Mary, or you think you got to do a little short toss pitch game?
In the rain, it's always tough to throw the football. So we will see what they decide here, but
got 4 out to the right.
Quads to the right. That's a pretty unusual formation. Still one receiver to the left. See what happens. Looks like it's going to be a Hail Mary. Line drive pass short, incomplete.
And that will bring the end to a half. Ripon Redhawks lead the Knox Prairie Fire by a score of 33-6. Dominant half by the Redhawks.
Just before we go here, there is a player down for the Knox Prairie Fire. I believe it is number 6, which would be Trevor Gedge. Looks like he's walking off the field under his own power, which is always a good thing.
All right, we will take a break. Ripon up 33-6 on the Knox Prairie Fire. This game is brought to you by Ripon College, Knox College, the Midwest Conference, Stretch Internet, and the Ripon Channel. We will be back in the second half to see what it has in store for that. We will catch you then. See you guys.
Enough rain though. Oh, looking like it. I just want to give a shout out to all the viewers, all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers, all the people that have hit the notification bell. I know you probably seen short videos, so I am challenging you to check out a few of the longer videos. Dialogue is needed for you. If dialogue is needed for you, feel free to hit me up. I'd rather something you talk to me about. Don't try to hey, ask the artist, ask the content creator. I just want to make sure, there's no confusion. I don't believe there should be any confusion in anything that we do or we say. And shout out to these soldiers out there on the field right now, man. Up there in Wisconsin, rain coming down. And sometimes we looking at it like, man, it's a rainy day for me. But look, man, we got to fight through the rain. We got to fight through the pain, as you can see. I done messed up a lot of stuff, y'all. Believe me, still messing up a lot of stuff. But I got, my testimony is I need hope, and it's in Christ alone. It ain't nothing I do. I just believe the abilities and the talents that I have right now are the reason I'm able to bring you anything, bring you this live stream, bring you a travel video, a review. Even though, I'm not even really into reviews. I'm just telling you how it works for me. It won't necessarily be beneficial for you. Everything's permissible, but that doesn't mean it's for you. But, I didn't come to talk long on it. I just want to say what up to everybody. I know the rain is a good depiction because them guys got to be out here in it. And, they got a whole nother half. We don't know what the weather's going to do, but they might get wet. I'm sure that they preparing that they may get wet. They may be praying that, hey, even though we at their home place, they might not be prepared for this. They might not be ready for this. So, big miracles may happen this half. I'm looking for 83 to be in the end zone. I want to shout out Nico Ekpo Jr. too. Special happy birthday on this day. For real, playing in the rain. For real, college students out here, y'all, I tell you, getting it, encouraging, and I ain't gonna say too much more, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all get it. We got about 16 minutes before the half comes back in, but you see what it is. It is 6-33. Ripon has been ripping. They've been Ripon. Knox came out a little unsure foot, maybe a little nervous, but hey, second half, like I said, I'm looking for 83 to be in the end zone, but if not, hey, we got some more cats that could be in the end zone. I know 33 I seen, I think 17, 6-33, so on the score they actually went for 2 and were unsuccessful. So you sow sparingly, you're gonna reap sparingly. You sow bountifully, you're gonna reap bountifully. They went for 2. I would have went for 2, but y'all would be like, yeah, it's you. But hey, second half, y'all, 15. Hopefully Like I said, Knox turns it around. I'm believing and hoping a lot of plays are going to get made. 83, starting to see him on a lot of different scenarios, like seeing a lot more defense now. I'm just giving y'all the scouting report, so I don't know what you may know. Number 83, former number 23 at Kewanee High School last year, chased history, as they said, flirted with history on becoming a 10-win team in Kewanee history. They got 9. So, I do believe it was 9. But shout out. I know it's a little different role for him right now because he's used to doing different things and being useful in different ways. But I'm going to tell y'all right here, right now, on September 10th, 2022, Lord willing, Lord allow, we get more time and he gets more games. You're going to hear that name. Nico Poe is going to be in the end zone. He's going to be getting interceptions. He's going to get fumbles. He's going to get chase downs. I'm telling you, I'm still learning the Knox system, so I can't really be like Knox is gonna. But hey, we're gonna see by the end of this half what type of character they're gonna come with, what type of tenacity they're gonna play with. They didn't go out with a blank, so they did get 6. A lot of teams right now at this point are defeated, and it's raining. I bring up again, so I know that's a tough task for those guys to handle. Maybe, possibly not, but I pray they're ready to go get gritty. So instead of hitting the gritty, we got to get gritty. 6-33. Let's go get it. Let's go get shots. Let's get some onside kicks. Let's get some interceptions. Let's get some sacks. But all as this is all going on, I pray that everybody is safe. I pray that everybody is encouraged and nobody gets down. We don't want to see injuries or anything like that. We do know that it ends up happening in the game. Look at those threes, though. 3, third down, 3 timeouts. I'm just tripping right now. I'm seeing the 33s. But on the real, let me know what y'all think in the comments. A lot of people have been hitting me up about not going live lately. A lot of people done sent me some videos that I want to get to, y'all. I want to review. I definitely want to do. So some of them are mine. Some of them are some off the internet. And, I'm just really not trying to get copyrighted, get those strikes, y'all. But we've done wilder things, I guess. So shout out to Ripon. And thank y'all for tuning in. We had some high tunes today, so thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the notification bell. I am going to go ahead and go to the community page and ask you, what brought you to this channel? Was it sports? Was it basketball? Was it traveling? Was it a short? Was it a reel? Was it Facebook? Was it TikTok? Was it Meta World? What brought you to this channel? Let me know. Y'all, I really just want to make it as easy as I can for everybody. I want to give y'all live streams. I want to give y'all that, but I can't also at the same time compromise the time that I get because I know y'all know just as well as I do that time is fleeting. Life is just a mist. It's going. You ever had a hot drink, a latte, a coffee, a tea or something, and it be real hot, and then like 10 minutes later, it's so lukewarm you don't even want to drink it no more. So that's life, y'all. Not saying that we don't want to live life anymore, but it's gone. The steam leaves quick. So I definitely want to get y'all lives. I can get y'all lives like this, where it's more of a fixed, or me speaking with y'all for a little bit. But these are the only times I'm really gonna go on long live streams, like over an hour, because I know time is valuable. And hey, meet us in the church parking lot, which honestly could be any parking lot. We are the church. We are the body. So but shout out to my brothers and sisters that are still spreading the gospel, spreading the word, going through it every day. And they are in the 4-wall situation. Shout out them because I know it's getting tougher and tougher every day to spread it and be diligent in it, and to be encouraged to think maybe, we got doubt. So they're going to run the stats. Love y'all. I'm done talking. It's about 9 minutes, 50 seconds left until the half resumes. Come back. Let me know what's good with you. Oh, man, we will see you soon. Love y'all.
Knox, 14 minutes, 6 seconds. Third down conversions. Red Hawks 2 of 8. Knox 2 of 6. Fourth down conversions. Ripon 2 of 2. And Knox 0 of 1. Red zone scoring chances. Ripon 4 out of 4. And Knox College 1 out of 4.
And then we fielded it across the street after a while. But then they let us, that was nice. It's just easier. Yeah. Oh, it's fun. This my mom's gonna be a Michelle. She's the head honcho for yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a second half of this matchup between Ripon Redhawks and the Knox Prairie Fire. Ripon has a lead, 33-6, pull up at halftime. Just a minute here until we kick the ball back off. Pretty dominant half, though, by Ripon. What do you think, Brett?
Yeah, absolutely. Ripon's really been moving the ball. It starts with the run game, though. Cormac Madigan's having a good game. Connor Ramage has a handful of carries. It's gotten some big chunks of yardage, and that really opens up the pass game, like we've been talking about. So hopefully they continue the dominance they have on the offensive line. And like I said, any offense begins with an offensive line. So this offensive line obviously is taking it to them.
You've got to admit, though, I mean, that Knox defense did pick things up late in that second quarter. I'm eager to see what they come out with in the second half, because I mean they found out the way to stop this Redhawks offense, and I feel like if Ripon can put up 33 points, I feel like anything's possible. I'm eager to see, like I said, what this defense has in store for the second half.
Yeah, especially when you stop Ripon on your own 20 two times in the matter of 5 minutes. I mean, that's an enormous confidence booster for a defense. So we'll see how Knox's defense responds. But I mean, Knox's offense also really needs to kind of pick it up a notch here. They only have one touchdown, but it was on a drive that they really needed for any kind of momentum to happen. And so they got what they needed. Let's see if they can carry that through the second half.
This Redhawks team did get a boost of energy ending that first half with a touchdown run by Cormac Madigan. It kind of looked like the energy was on Knox's side of the ball, because they've been stopping the ball and getting good field position and scored that touchdown late in that second quarter. But putting that ball in the end zone, Cormac did a great job on a fourth down to get in the end zone and put this Ripon team up a big chunk. But I'm eager, like I said, I'm trying to see what this defense of Knox has in store, as Ripon will receive the kickoff for this half. But I mean, this defense can come out.
And I'm like you. I'm eager to see how Knox responds here. I mean, they kind of got it taken to him a little bit in the first half there. So let's see if the energy's down, see if the energy's up, momentum up and down. No matter what, if you're the Knox Prairie Fire here, you need to catch some momentum and try to ride the wave as much as you can.
I agree.
So, and obviously, when you're working a football game, there's a lot of people involved, us, but really the people out there that are doing the most, the event workers. If you take a look at the chain gang out there, they're really, it's pouring on them right now, and they're out here with the school spirit. So, shout out to all the people working this thing, all the event staff, everything, for putting this one together and keeping it going.
And this second half is underway. Tegan Bolton will return the kick.
Looks like it's about 27-yard line. Solid return.
First and 10 for the Red Hawks on the 28-yard line. What do you think the message was for, the Red Hawks being up, 33-6? What do you think Ron Ernst? What does he tell his guys? I mean, yeah, the Knox got a big boost of energy in that quarter, but I mean, what do you think?
I mean, in this circumstance, you definitely do not want to play passive. You still want to come out aggressive. You still want to, quote unquote, try to bury the Knox Prairie Fire, but they're going to have just as much energy as you, so this is still going to be a fight. Ripon put up 33 points in a half, and I'm pretty sure Knox can do it too, all with the flip of a switch. So
yeah, you can't get too comfortable with them, you got a big league like this, because things can change in directions real quick.
Exactly. As Cormac Madigan takes a handoff to the left here, gain of about 2 or 3.
This rain is coming down real heavy right now.
Yep, makes this game so much harder. And obviously, Ripon with the lead they have, they're going to come out running the ball a lot, which is just smart because of the lead and because of the weather. So that's my prediction for the second half there.
Jared Zibbert shotgun formation. Hands the ball off to Cormac Madigan. It's held up by a group.
He still got as far as the 39, though. Even on this turf, you can still see splash marks. So, we talk about the weather a lot tonight, but it's definitely going to be a factor as much as we're talking about it. Ripon has twins here, 2 wide receivers out to each side. Cormac Madigan in the backfield on the right side.
Third down and 5 here. The Red Hawks are 2 for 8 on third down conversions.
Zebra takes a snap and looks like he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield for the sack. Number 1, Lucas Cruz on the sack.
That will bring up a 4th down. And they will bring the punt unit out here.
Well, we wondered how the Knox Prairie Fire were going to respond. This looks like a pretty clear answer. Get a quick 3-and-out out of the Red Hawks. So
I can't remember. Is this the first punt attempt by the Red Hawks? I think they have a couple in the first half.
The second, there was a roughing the kicker call.
That's right.
In the first half. Like I said, this Knox defense is very aggressive. They obviously have everyone on the line of scrimmage right now going for possibly a block, but we'll see.
Chase Fink back
sending everyone.
Punt.
Kick is away down the right sideline. Good kick out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
K.O. Williams and the Knox offense will come out looking to have a better performance here on the offensive side of things in the second half. Hopefully they can put something in the end zone.
The defense stepping up, so maybe the offense steps up as well. We'll have to see. But this Ripon defense has been very solid all day. Just mainly the one big play down the field that let Knox in the red zone. So we'll see how both teams made adjustments at halftime. Motion to the right. Hand off up the middle, number 23. Hunter Anderson, who has a pretty good gain there of about 7 yards. Definitely something that Knox is looking for out of the first play of their drive. What do you think their approaches are going to be, Murph? I mean, we got rain coming down, but you're down by a lot of points. I mean, how would you attack this as an offense coordinator?
I mean, they showed it late in that second quarter. Their offensive, passing. I think they do need to get more, drop back from Kale in the pocket and look downfield, because this run game just is not working for them. As you can see right there, I mean, they're not picking up yards. I mean, and then you saw late in the second quarter there, they picked up a huge play and a deep pass downfield. And I just think they need more plays like that to, if they want to come back and make this an interesting game. But I mean, Ripon is holding up this running game, as you can see.
Yeah, and that last play, Damian Nelson came through the line and just smoked the running back in the backfield for a loss of, 1 or 2, which is exactly what this Ripon defense ordered.
Kale Williams only 2 for 8 with 71 passing yards. I mean, as you can see there, I mean, they're heavy on this run game, but I mean, if, like you said, asked me earlier, if I was the offensive coordinator, I think they do need to switch things up here and play the passing game.
Little option play there that goes nowhere. Ripon covered that extremely well. There's number 56 again.
Kale Williams is the leading rusher with 8 rushing attempts for 34 yards. With a touchdown in there as well. They have Hunter Anderson with a total of 18 rushing yards, and Sam Walker, 5 rushing attempts for only 7 yards. But I mean, this, like I mentioned earlier and keep mentioning, this defense is just holding them up, and I would love for this Knox offense to get things going.
As the puck goes away here, looks like they're going to leave it and down it about the... It's still rolling a little bit.
And that will bring up the Ripon offense.
One Beaver down the ball around the... appears to be the 23.
Jared Zibber is leading this offense, 9 for 17 with 107 passing yards with 2 touchdowns.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's actually the 28. Just off by a 5-yard line there.
This offensive line, though, is doing a pretty fantastic job. I mean, you hate to see a quarterback get sacked, but Jared Zibber's only been sacked once throughout this whole game.
Hand off Cormac Madigan at the middle here. Falls forward a little bit for, looks like a gain of actually south of the line of scrimmage. So no gain there.
Cormac Madigan has 12 rushing attempts for 126 rushing yards and has 2 touchdowns with that. His longest run was, in fact, that 72-yard run.
It's about a little over 12 yards a carry for Cormac Madigan today, which is an astounding number to have as a running back. As a hand off to Cormac again. He reverses field, makes the defender miss, gets held up. A couple flags fly. Down around the line of scrimmage again. We do have a Knox Prairie Fire player down. He's struggling to get up. Number 28. That would be Isaac Mora.
This Ripon receiving crew is a very strong crew. I mean, they have 3 guys in the 30s. I mean, we got Parker Campana, 3 receptions for 37 yards. Kaipo Magzayo, 3 receptions for 36 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Cormac Madigan, only 2 receptions and 33 yards. I mean, they have what it takes to make a threat in this Midwest Conference this year.
So a personal foul, a chop block on Ripon, which is an unfortunate penalty. That'll knock him back about 10 yards.
Refs are trying to get things figured out here.
I'm sorry. Yeah, about 10 yards. This ball's on the 15-yard line with a hefty second down.
What do you say here, Brett? Do you think you give it to Cormac and pick up some yards for a third down, or do you think you drop back here with Jared?
Well, you're above a 2nd and 20. You're above a 2nd and 24. And you have a pretty dynamic quarterback. I say you put the ball in the quarterback's hands and let him make a decision what he wants to do with it.
I like that choice, too.
He drops back here. There was a pass downfield. Caught by Tegan Bothan.
Got rocketed at the catch.
But it was a nice play.
Yeah.
Way to hang on to the football. So this will create a much more manageable, about 3rd and 8.
I like that play call, though. I mean, you needed a big chunk of yards for that one because you do not want to set yourself up with a long 3rd down. But this is more manageable here at 3rd and 8 on the 30-yard line.
Let's get a design QB run up the middle with some blockers downfield. Gets to around on the 39 or the 40-yard line, but it is good enough for a Ripon first down. So after going through a 2nd and 24, they convert to get the first down.
Still hurting.
Very impressive showing of resilience from the Redhawks.
Yeah, that's a great example of this Ripon offense. Not panicking under pressure. I mean, we all knew at 2nd and 24 is I mean, you know, it's a hard count to come back from, but they performed it perfectly and got a huge chunk of yards and really get the first down.
Yes, they did. As they handed off to Cormac in the backfield again, but he's brought down to the line of scrimmage for no gain. So it really looks like the Knox Prairie Fire are trying to limit Cormac's yardage here, and they are successfully doing so.
This Knox defense, they need to be prepared for a little trickery because, I mean, last week, Ripon did switch things up and threw a little flea flicker with Kaipo Magzayo throwing the ball. It was incomplete, weren't able to convert on it, but, I mean, they had a great look downfield on a flea flicker.
It's a very competitive game and a very gutsy call by the Ripon offense, but it is just showing that they do have that move in the package, as that is complete.
Kaipo Magzayo with the catch.
Really close to a first down here. Looks like they're going to give it to him. First down, Ripon College, right at midfield. Ripon again having success in the passing game.
1st and 10 here for the Redhawks on the 50-yard line. Midfield, Jared Zibber is in shotgun formation.
Yeah, false start here. Unfortunate after just picking up the first down, created about a 1st and 15.
Can't make those type of mistakes in a game like this. I mean, I know they're up big, like a big chunk, but you know, I mean, false starts is something you can't have on the offensive line.
Yeah, you are correct, Matt. And even if so, Ripon is still taking a really good chunk of time off this clock. They started the half with the ball, and there's only 7 minutes left in the quarter here, so they're really eating up a lot of time. Cormac gets a carry here. Gets to about the 48. So that'll create a 2nd and 11.
Cormac Madigan might be in debate for me. One of the best running backs in this conference. I mean, he's putting up big numbers this game. I mean, having a guy like him is something you want as a coach.
And he's even carrying a lot of the workload. I mean, he's getting a ton of carries a game. He's definitely a dynamic player in their offense, and he's handling it just fine. So there's a fumbled snap here as Zebra goes down in the backfield at about the 35-yard line, as the snap was just on the ground and tough to handle. The defender came down and tried to get the ball on the ground. A little bit of a thump to Zebra, but he's standing up, looks all right.
Cormac Madigan just short of 130 yards with 129 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. That's a guy you want on your fantasy team right there. What do you say, Brett?
Yes, it is. It's about a 3rd and 22 here. Not a good position for any kind of offense to be run. Change it up here, and looks like we have a timeout, Ripon College.
Play clock was running down there that they needed to burn a timeout there. A little miscommunication on the offensive side of things. Looking to clean that thing up. As they have a big 3rd down and 22 to convert. Now, obviously, Brett, they need to drop back and pass this ball. But what do you see? Do you like something going across the middle, or do you like something going down the sidelines? What do you like?
Well, like you said, we have 3 wide receivers above 30 yards today, which is always a good thing because you can't focus on one as a defense. I mean, you can't focus on Parker Campana. You can't really focus on really anyone. So, I mean, as an offense, you have to spread those 3 out and see which one has the best look downfield. But you also have to trust guys to make plays. Like I said, there's definitely a lot of athletes on this field on both sides of this ball. So,
and that's why this offense is so dominant, because there's not just that one guy, and you know they have so many options that they could pursue, and the defense has to pay attention to literally everyone. That's a threat.
Got twins here, so that means there's 2 wide receivers on each side of the football, out wide. Knox still playing pretty aggressive here. They're up closer to the line of scrimmage as we have a flag on the field. What do we have here?
We saw rarely any flags in the first half. We just saw a couple on this one drive.
It's another false start on Ripon. Ripon's really digging themselves a hole here.
3rd and 27. You hate to see that as a Red Hawks fan, but
we'll see what Ripon cooks up here on this play. Still have twins on each side. Cormac's in the backfield. Just a handoff up the middle to Cormac Madigan. They get some space, gets tripped up by the ankle there. And he's down around the 40-yard line, which is well short of a first down, but it's still a gain of 6. Looks like the punt unit is definitely going to come on for Ripon here.
Kendall Ballman will be back for the Knox College to return this punt.
Really kind of a disappointing drive there by Ripon. I mean, you did show some time, but I think they crossed the 30-yard line 3 times on one drive. And that's just not easy to do as an offense.
Yeah, and you know, we rarely saw that in the first half. I mean, I don't think we didn't even see that in the first half. And I mean, you're always bound for a drive like that, but you hate to see that as a Red Hawk fan.
Plus, we got a muffed ball. He went for the ball. Kendall Ballman went for the ball and did not seem to have the ball, but Knox did recover the football. So yet again, crisis averted for the Prairie Fire.
This Knox team is getting very lucky, I will say that, because you can't afford to make a mistake like that if you want to stay in this ballgame. But K.O. Williams and his offense will come out onto the field. Looking to put someone on the scoreboard.
And then actually we need to get something going. I mean, with all that time that Ripon just chewed up on that clock, they only have 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. So Knox needs to really kick it into gear here, see if they can get some points on the board. So a pitch outside. Number 6. And is Trevor Geggy. Outside.
Do you think this rain is playing into effect why they're not passing the ball so much, or I mean, do you think that's just their style of offense?
I think it's mostly just their style of offense. I mean, there's only one play on this drive so far, so we'll see if they want to throw the ball. It is a 2nd and medium here, 2nd and 4, so we'll see if they take a shot here. It's definitely possible that they go downfield, take a shot on a 2nd and 4, knowing that they can convert a 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Looks like the same wing T offense with 2 wideouts.
K. Williams under center, drops back.
Looking around, he takes a sack.
Will be brought down by a pair of Red Hawks. Number 94 and number 45.
45 led the charge there. Brad Gill with the sack.
Brad Gill is a key factor of this defense. I mean, you see him almost a part of every single play. I mean, he is a beast on this defensive side of things.
And he's a senior. I mean, he's definitely a vocal leader on this team. So having him at the core of the linebacker, the core of the defense, that defensive spot. It's really,
it's his last year. Had a great career here at Ripon. He's looking to capitalize his last year, and he's trying to take this team somewhere special.
Knox with the 3rd and 9 here. Looks like they're going to drop back and roll upright. Put a move on, deliver a pass, which will be incomplete. Great pass coverage there.
It's kind of a bit of an odd rollout. He kind of rolled out in an angle and kind of gave that defensive end a good angle to attack him, which gave him that pressure that he had to get the ball off.
Tegan Botham was on the coverage there, but you're right, Matt. There was a lot of kind of roll out a weird angle. Noticed that there was a defender there, kind of forced him to change his path a little bit. Yeah. It looked to be like a bootleg route, but it just didn't end up like that because he had to avoid a defender.
Well, that will bring up a 4th and 10, and that will force Knox to punt this one away. We have
Alex Mosqueda and number 22, Kerwin Tottenall back deep, sitting at about the 45. Gonna line drive punt here. Gonna roll a little bit. We got out of the way and let them down this one. Down by,
Brad, I heard a lot of great things about this freshman, Kerwin Tottenall, receiver from Georgia, standing 6 foot, 155. I mean, I've heard great things about this kid, and he will make a huge impact on this program.
I really hope so. I mean, it's always good when young guys step up at any kind of level. I mean, high school, college, NFL, doesn't matter. I mean, it's just really nice to see young guys really filling the shoes.
Well, they'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks on the 42-yard line. Jarrett Zibbert is back in shotgun formation.
Connor Ramage, the running back here. Cormac Madigan's out temporarily. Pulling guard here. Looks like he's just going to run a little bit. He's going to take a sack.
Second one of the game. That
36-yard line. Just got caught from behind there. As the clock keeps ticking here with about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the quarter. 2nd and 16 for the Red Hawks. This Knox defense really putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback here.
They sure are. A little bit of movement in the offensive line there. This offense is...
Brock Turkington with the false start. Well, it seems like a familiar theme here in the second half so far. Ripon College really digging themselves a hole early in drives. This is now I believe it is the 3rd time we've had a second down of above 20 yards. Not a good theme for an offense. Definitely come out in half of the lead. But we'll see if they cook up here.
2nd and 21. Jarrett Zibbert scrambles out left.
Seems like very similar to the play they just ran. Looks like he's picking up a few here. Let's see where they mark him. Mark him down around the 34-yard line.
Ripon College will travel out to Iowa next week to take on the Cornell Rams, who happen to take a 35-14 win over Beloit today. So I was looking at these Cornell Rams, pretty dominant team that this Ripon Red Hawks will have to get ready for next week.
A trips right here for the Red Hawks. Looking downfield as Ziebert completes the pass, number 18. Great catch. Walter Bryant with the catch. Looks like he's going to be just short of a first down, but it is not by much. I would say it is about a yard and a half.
Yeah. 17-yard pickup on that play. 2nd and 1. Just when you thought this Knox defense had it, a play like that just puts them right back. Puts them right back to where they were.
And it's hard to cover a quarterback that can really see the ball downfield and can also scramble. I mean, Ziebert's been doing that this whole game. For the most part, he's made some pretty good decisions. So we'll see where this takes him here. So he's going to be a handoff to Connor Ramage up the middle. He's going to break a tackle, but he's ultimately not going to get the first down. It's like he's just down about the line of scrimmage. That will be a turnover on downs. Knox College gets the football at around their own 49, but really close to the midfield.
You know, Brad, I like how Ripon puts together one of these night games at least once on their schedule. Usual kickoff for a time in the Midwest Conference is like a 1 o'clock kickoff, but Ripon does a good job of putting a 6 o'clock night game in here. Last year they had a great game, very historic one as well. Connor Ramage ran for 6 touchdowns. That was his freshman campaign.
Was that his first game as a college running back?
I believe it was.
Talk about making a statement.
That was a huge statement. He was the man on campus for a while after that one.
So Knox setting up shop here from their own 49, right next to midfield. We got a QB keeper. So he's got a little bit of space to run here, but he's brought down in the open field at about the 47. Gain of about 4 there. It's a good first down play. Knox has been looking for those good first down plays pretty much the whole game, but in the first half, they were few and far between. Motion left here. Looks like they're going to hand it off up the middle, but there's been a big hole there for number 23, Hunter Anderson.
Caleb Williams has been running the ball pretty well. I mean, he has 29 rushing yards. Obviously, this game, as you can see, his running is a bit more dominant than his passing because he's only 2 for 9 still late as this third quarter comes to an end, actually. Their running game is pretty much what they've been using this whole game.
So at the end of the third quarter here, Ripon still has the commanding lead of 33-6. So, Matt, if you're Knox, you didn't get the ball a whole lot that quarter. Ripon was running down. They had long drives, run down the clock. What do you do here in the second half? Oh, sorry, not the second half. The fourth quarter when you come out.
I've been saying this the whole game. I think they need to start looking downfield and put this ball in the air because this running game is not working. So if they want to put some points on the scoreboard, then they need to start passing this ball.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Now it's getting to the point where it's almost like crunch time, so they're really going to have to put the ball in the air, put it downfield, see what they can do to try to cook something up.
Well, I'd love for them to make a statement right out the gate here. They can put one deep right off the gate. Maybe a little trickery. I don't know, but
it would be very interesting to see if they scored really early in this quarter to see where this game ends up. Because this ball game is not over for anyone. Gonna roll out right here. Hunter Anderson with the catch out around the 31-yard line.
Just like that. Picking up yards.
Stop clock, getting out of bounds. Brad Gill with the tackle, number 45. Who again is a leader on this defense.
Like I said, man, Brad Gill is wherever the play ends up, you will find Brad Gill in that end of the play.
He seems to always be in the vicinity of the football.
That's just the love and dedication he has for this game. He loves it so much. He wants to make every play.
Knox going with the motion again. And a hand up the middle that went almost nowhere with Hunter Anderson. Maybe got a half a yard. But it looks like it's still going to be a third down very short here. Again, this Ripon defensive line just has no give. Dixie DiLoretto is specific on the stop there. But the tackle box for Ripon has been pretty much airtight all night.
Yeah. This defensive line is just clogging everything up.
Which is exactly what your dream defensive line should do.
Yeah.
So we got a 3rd and inches here for the Knox Prairie Fire. I'm interested to see what they do. Pitch outside here. And the ball is loose. The ball came out. Let's see who has the ball here. '79 on the fumble recovery.
Creed Justice.
Nice play by the Knox Prairie Fire. Gives them a first down, a couple more yards after that. So they're stringing together a little something here, which is what they need to do.
Yeah, the first quarter for the Red Hawks really blew this game away. But they came out hot, firing all cylinders. But since the second half started, they've been this game has been pretty much an equal matchup.
Dylan Ross on the tackle there, gain of nothing for the Prairie Fire.
Ball remains at the 26. 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like they're running, again, a pretty heavy box. I mean, there's only one split out wide receiver. Looks like there's a tight end on the right side, maybe an extra lineman in there. So you can presume a run's coming to the right side. We will see. I see it's a QB keeper to the outside, and he's got a little bit of room to work here.
This Knox team, a lot of formation where they'll have a running back or receiver kind of run behind the running back. I mean, they've almost been doing it almost every play. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you rarely see it, but
it's definitely an old style way of playing football, because at any point in their play, obviously when it's not a pass, there's fakes.
Yeah.
There's two fakes you got to follow. One guy has the ball. So as a defense, you have to read offensive line. You have to kind of keep your eyes peeled, because there's 3 ways they can go. So it's always tough for a defense to run against this kind of football team, especially when they run this offense well.
Brett Gill rushing the passer.
Looks like he's rolling out here and gets close to a first down. Let's see where they mark him here.
Looks like they're going to get just short of it.
A yard short.
Almost took out the chain gang over there. Good job of laying that yard marker down. Let's see what get some contact. No pads on. What do you say, Brett?
Yeah, it's definitely a dangerous situation. You got to keep your head on the swivel when you're on the chain gang. Caleb Williams really sparking this offense. We have a QB sneak up the middle, which will get the first down by about 2 yards. So it's a pretty good QB sneak there. Little dog pile in the middle there. Everyone's up. Everyone's all right, which is good.
This rain is coming down heavy.
And it's only gotten worse.
This is not ideal football weather, but we have ourselves a game here at Ignos Field.
Sometimes these are the fun games. I mean, you never know how football players are feeling, but
oh yeah.
Motion to the right here. Looks like it's going to be a pass. Just to the outside. Incomplete pass. Almost a backwards pass there, but that's treacherous territory right there, because if you throw a backwards pass and the ball gets tipped like that, that's a fumble.
Yeah, and Ripon was going to be on that if that was a backwards pass.
But it's just forward, so Knox is safe yet again. 2nd down and 10 here from the Ripon 14. This is one of the 2 drives I believe that Knox has been in our red zone.
Let's see if they're able to convert, put one in the end zone here.
About 10:30 left in the half. Run up the middle. Hunter Anderson yet again.
We'll bring up 3rd and maybe 11.
It looks like 9 here. They just did get forward. No, they got another yard there. So about 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8-ish. Rain's really coming down here now, but see what these teams can cook up here. Knox with a 3rd and 9 here. Motion to the left.
Drops back.
Short pass. Again, tough throwing the football in this rain. And he was also hurried a little bit by Brad Gill was back there.
He had him wide open in the corner, though. That was a very good play drawn up, but
definitely possible the ball could have slipped out of his hand there, but nonetheless, we are at a 4th and 9 from Ripon's 13-yard line.
What do you do here, Brett? Do you,
I was just going to ask you the same thing.
yeah, you're down a big chunk. Do you give it a go, or do you bring a field goal unit out? I mean, I personally, I think you got to go for this.
You kind of have to go. I mean, you are down by
Field
good
goal,
chunk here.
Yeah, I mean, a field goal wouldn't do much in this situation, but
You'd be wasting a 5+ minute drive just for a field goal. You can't really walk away with just that. You got to go for it here a little bit. As we go pass over the middle, just incomplete, just past the wide receiver. Number 83.
man, wide open, right in the middle of the end zone.
He was there, just could not convert. And that seems to be the story here for Knox. I mean, they've had chances, they've had open guys, and they've only really been able to convert one big play down the field that led to a score.
Another dominant performance by Ripon defense.
Seems Ripon always has the pressure on the quarterback. So Ripon takes over here at their own 13-yard line. Again, not a great place for a drive to start, but a turnover on downs, you'll take it.
Yeah. This Ripon defense, though, I mean, the Ripon cookies were still around. This Ripon defense deserves some Ripon cookies, that's for sure.
Exactly. And a loss of about 4 here, kind of a play that was a little bit broken. A loss of 2 only, actually. But Ripon's ideal strategy here has to be just to take some clock.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You're back in your own
You don't
13-yard
wanna-
line to start. And
you don't want to risk any injury for your guys. I mean,
they did Ripon running backs number 30, Jalen Brown. So we'll see how he does. Junior, 5'9", 185.
from Madison, Wisconsin.
Chugging forward a little bit, gain of about 1. About 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the final quarter here.
I'd love to see some new guys like Jalen Brown getting some reps. That's just, I mean, it's all about reps nowadays. I mean, if you can get some good reps, I mean, especially in game situations, it's always a good boost for the player.
Drops back here, and he looks like he's going to scramble a little bit. Down at about the 16, maybe the 17-yard line. Gain of about 5, but regardless, now we have a 4th down and about 6. So this Knox defense clearly has been getting a lot of stops, especially recently when they needed to.
The second half, I mean, have we had any score in the second half?
No.
That's a pretty dominant second half on both sides of the ball. I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, that first quarter just kind of set things off, but this second half has definitely been a pretty equal matchup.
And games like this show how important it is to come out hot. I mean, you have Ripon who comes out and gets 2 touchdowns in the first 2 drives. That's an extreme confidence boost for the rest of the game and makes things hard on the Knox Prairie Fire.
Yeah.
Good snap here. Kick just got
missed.
away. Fair catch called for at the 44-yard line by the Knox Prairie Fire.
There's another one of those situations. I mean, we were talking about that earlier before the broadcast, but catching those balls when it's punted like that up so high and that ball's coming down hard. I mean, it's especially in the weather like this when it's all wet and rainy. It's not easy to haul those in.
No, it is not. And again, another situation where this time it was Ripon narrowly escaped his ass to there. That was very close to being a block punt. There were 3 Knox defenders right near the punter's leg. So
They don't get away with that one. I mean, as we saw earlier, they did get caught up with roughing the punter, but
so we have a pass play coming in. Ball is in the air. A lot of contact there, but it looks like it was pretty clean. Both the receiver and the defender were looking at the ball.
Zach Bunder's on the coverage.
So it looks like that's going to be an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Again, and not a shock that they're throwing the ball, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was still a good shot. Like, you have to.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have at this point. Just over 7 minutes here in the last quarter of this game. Ripon up 33-6. All points came in the first half. We had no action in the second half.
This has been a defensive ball game as we got a QB keeper here from Kale Williams. Still going a little bit. Gain of about 4 there, maybe 5. It seemed like a broken play. He looked for a handoff, and there was no running back home. So, gain of 4 there is definitely not the worst outcome that could have had.
Yeah. Third down and 5 here on the 38-yard line.
Knox lining up here. Got 3 receivers out wide. 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Takes a snap here. It's going to be a run up the middle, but it is absolutely stuffed. Number 56 was all over that. Damian Neltzer again. We've called his name a couple times today. Just playing that linebacker spot really seems to be reading everything extremely well. You can tell someone watched film.
What do you think the play of the game has to be today, Brett? I mean, me personally, I think it's got to be that 72-yard touchdown on McCormick Madigan.
So far, yeah, absolutely. That was a complete tone setter in this game. It was a second offensive play by Ripon after getting a 3 and out. I mean, that's just a complete tone setter for this game. But, I mean, Knox had that big pass play that really put him down near the goal line. So that's definitely a play as that ball is nowhere near wide receiver. Must have been a miscommunication. 17 was the intended target there.
Who would you say deserves the player of the game for this one?
Right now, it's got to be Cormac Madigan.
Yeah, I was either going to say Cormac Madigan or Kaipo Magzayo, but
even Zebert's got a really good game going. It's hard to pick between those 3 guys on any given day anyway.
Yeah. Those guys are, I mean, the core of this team. Even though they got so many threats on both sides of the ball. But
Cormac and McSile both have 2 touchdowns each, and obviously Zebert has 2 passing touchdowns. So, I mean, this really can go any way.
1st and 10 for the Red Hawks.
The ball is out.
Jalen Brown does fumble the ball.
And it looks like Knox recovered the football. Jalen Brown lost it in the mesh there. Number 45 for Knox recovered that fumble. Nick Blenko recovered the fumble there. And that's a play Knox needs. They came back with nothing on the last drive. They have about 5 minutes left here. Any kind of spark would be nice. Just to go down in there and just put another touchdown on the board would be good. We'll see what they do here. But 5 minutes and 34 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
It sure is hard holding that ball, though, in conditions like these. I mean, jersey's wet, the ball's wet, your arms are wet. I mean, it's a tremendous amount of strength you need to have. Just hold on to that football.
We got a pitch play to the outside and is absolutely stuffed.
By number 56, Dameen Netzler.
That guy has been all over the football, but that play really was made by Julian Herrera. I mean, he kept contained on the outside, forced him back in right into Damian. So overall, a great defensive play there and really made a statement for this Ripon defense today.
So we got a 2nd and 10 on the 48-yard line, just under 5 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Knox does have 3 timeouts remaining.
Caleb Williams rolls out left and completes the pass out of bounds. Owen Beaver on the reception there. You know, if Knox came out and played like this in the 1st quarter, this would be a completely different ball game. Like, they're putting a little bit of a drive together. They're seem to be moving the ball better. They're stopping Ripon offense better. If Ripon College didn't come out so hot, this might be a really close ball game. Extra tight on the right here. Motion back left. Handoff to Hunter Anderson, I believe. He's down around the 37, maybe the, oh, I'm sorry, the 43 or the 42.
That will bring up a 4th down and maybe 1.
43, 4th and 1. Obviously, it's a no-brainer here. You go for it, but
Yeah.
But what do you do here? I mean, they have we've seen option plays in their handbook. They've seen that same like jet action. We've seen a pass. I mean, I feel like you can run the ball and get a yard here, but what would you do? You go inside or outside here, Matt?
I mean, I think you got to go outside if you do run the ball because this defensive line is just holding everything up. There you can see there what they did decide to go on the inside, and they did not convert.
Tried to go off tackle there, and it was just met by 2 defenders for Ripon. So
that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Ripon Redhawks. 3 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. Ripon leads Knox College 33-6.
Again, that really is a deflator for this Knox team not to be able to convert a 4th and 1.
What are you thinking about this Redhawks team this year?
They show a lot of promise. I mean, there's a lot of talent on this field, and there seem to be a lot of guys making plays. It's not just one guy. I mean, Cormac Madigan and Zeal are probably the biggest 2 names in this offense, but I mean, at any given day, you have guys that are just making plays.
Yeah, I mean, I believe they're a big threat to this Midwest Conference this year.
And like your team, so say you're Cornell, we're going against Cornell Rams next week. Like, how do you watch film in this game and think, okay, who do I want to stop? Who do you focus on?
It's tough because, like I said earlier, there's not that one guy. I mean, if they want to make it a good game, I think their first option is to stop the run game.
Jeremy Timmons in the carry today. On that play. This will be his first carry of the game. That's another young guy. I believe he's a sophomore. Another sophomore making a play for Ripon College. A couple of names out there.
Jarrett Zibbert in shotgun formation. 2nd and
Hand off
11.
again to Jeremy Timmons, who seemed to get maybe a yard back to the original line of scrimmage. And like you said earlier, Matt, I mean, the reps that we get, that the young guys get in game are just so helpful and so, like, I don't know how to describe it. Just influential for a person, just because you get in-game reps.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying. I mean, it's important for these young guys to kind of understand, like, the situations in game because, you know, you practice and you train for in-game situations, and when you're able to get a rep that, like, replicates that, it's very big for their confidence and just their overall, you know, career here at Ripon.
It also gives them something to expect. I mean, as we lose a couple yards there on the rush, it brings up about a 4th and 13. I mean, it just gives insight. It gives them experience, and even confidence is definitely a big thing too.
Yeah.
And I noticed the Knox Prairie Fire have a few names in there too. I mean, as this game starts to wind down with 1 minute and 30 left in this game, with Ripon with a commanding lead, I mean, this just now becomes some rep time for some younger guys, which is always a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Punt goes away here.
Because it's going to get to a point at some time in those young kids' career, at the school, that, you know, it's going to be their time. So when their time comes, they've got to know what it's like in game and you know how they got to go about it. But then it's just times like this that prepares them and makes them ready for the big moment.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ripon punts the ball away to Knox, who has it now around the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 Prairie Fire here. What do you think, Matt? You go 2-minute drill here, see if you can get a little something on the clock or something on the board even, just to make the score look a little more appealing.
I say you give it one more last shot, yeah.
Motion left again. They have been all game.
Looks like they're going to stick to the run game here and just run the clock down.
Number 40 with the carry. That is, let's see here, that is Sam Walker with the carry. Brad Gill met him about 6 yards downfield. Brings about a 2nd and 4. The rain seems to be letting up a little bit here toward the end of the game. Just a little bit, but it's still coming down out there. It's still going to be wet.
2nd and 3 here on the 47-yard line.
All right, y'all. Once again, I want to give a special happy birthday shout out to Nico E. Poe Jr., number 83. I realized that the game kind of went away here. You know, I'd obviously like for him to get some reps. But hey, y'all know what I'm saying? It's all about growth. It's all about persevering. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to whine about anything as we wind it down the last 7 seconds. Don't give up, y'all. Don't quit. Roblox for life. Yes, she is. But she's out of there for the night. But anyway, y'all, I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all that have subscribed. Thank y'all that came in. Knox falls 6-33 to Ripon. So that'll bring them to 1-1. Once again, I say biggest shout out. Happy birthday to number 83. Hope to get with you soon. Hold your head. You're going to do great things just like you are. We're going to get it right. We know it's coming. So, like I said, I would like to see 83 get it, but it ain't me. And I ain't trying to control nothing on my platform to say, hey, y'all look into this. But look, I know what he does. I know what he can do. And I believe sooner or later it's going to be shown. See people grabbing him out there. Catch you soon, though. Love y'all. Have a great evening.
Thank you for everyone for tuning in.